untitled. And so the universe then has no choice. First attribute of the secret place. The secret place is a place of revelation. It makes you free because it awakens you and makes you consciously aware that everything that you thought was holding you is an illusion. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 36th encounter. 30 minutes for the next 6 days that will change your life forever. This is a ministry of the Emerge movement where we're empowering people on their journey towards spiritual wholeness. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And nobody has any confidence in me that I am going to be able to do this for 30 minutes. Everybody thinks that I'm going to go over, but it's going to be 30 minutes. And so we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into the teaching for tonight. We're going to deal with one of the 6 laws of prosperity, and we will focus on a different one each night. And tonight we're going to talk about the law of cause and effect. Go ahead and share the broadcast, tag whoever you want to in it so that they can tune in and be alerted to what it is that we're having the conversation about. Tonight we want to talk about the law of cause and effects. This is the first of those 6 governing, those 6 laws of abundance. Remember, we're talking about the 6 laws or 6 keys of abundance. The very first one is the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect. This is the law of cause and effect. Are y'all ready? Okay, let's get into it. So the law of cause and effect, it simply means that nothing that happens within the universe is outside of the boundaries of the universal laws that govern all of time and space and the spirit world and every dimension and planet and portal and window and gate, and all of the things that are taking place in our existence are governed by these universal laws or the kingdom of God, and that these universal laws now are tools, mechanisms put in place by God so that us as the divine image of God will be able now to curate and create the kind of life that we want to have. There is a multitude of universal laws. However, there are 12 major universal laws and then a number of sub-laws that are underneath each one of those. So there's a multitude. However, the one that we are going to look at tonight specifically is included within those keys of prosperity, increase, or abundance in our life. One of the laws, it is included because it is entitled the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect is considered one of the law. It is really considered the law of laws. It is the granddaddy of all the laws, because all of the other laws hinge on this one particular law. I'm going to define it for you very quickly, and then we'll get into it and discuss what the implications of that law are and how they relate to abundance. The law of cause and effect simply states that for every cause, there is a specific, definite, and corresponding effect. And for every effect, there is a specific, definite, and corresponding law. Further, it states that every effect is indeed itself a cause. I'll repeat it again so that you're able to write it down. I should have written it and put it on the screen for you. I'll make sure I do that for you tomorrow night. The law of cause and effect, this law simply states that for every effect, there is a specific and definite corresponding cause. And for every cause, there is a specific, definite, and corresponding effect. Further, that every effect is itself a cause. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The law of cause and effect states that everything that happens in our three-dimensional world, everything that we see and experience, is an effect that is the result of a specific, definite, and corresponding cause. And that it is a law that works in a cyclical, circular motion, in that for every cause there's an effect, and that effect is itself a cause, which causes an effect, which is a cause, which is an effect, which is a cause, which causes an effect, which causes a cause, which is an effect. You see what I'm saying? And so it is just continuing on. The law of cause and effect is inescapable. Our discussion today will focus on the immutable law of cause and effect. And I'll try to represent and present it in a way that you'll be able to take advantage of this principle and use it to improve your life. More specifically, we want you to examine the premise that life, number one, is not an accident, coincidence, chance, luck, or fate. That life is not a series of accidents, coincidences, chances, or fate or luck. That how we consciously and unconsciously choose what we are going to experience in life is a result of how we interact or align ourselves with this specific law. And finally, that there are specific tools available to us that if we harness the power of this law, it will then cause a greater impact of all the other laws that we will discuss during the course of these next 6 days. If you can harness the power of this law, if you can get a working, functional understanding of the law of cause and effect, the law of laws, the granddaddy of them all, then it will increase your ability to be impactful with all of the other laws that we will discuss moving forward. The law of cause and effect again means that for every effect, there is a specific, definite, and corresponding cause. And for every cause, there is a specific, definite, and corresponding effect. It does not change. It is immutable. That if you can trace down the cause of a thing, then you will always get the same effect. Whatever is the cause always produces the identical effect. Are you understanding what I'm saying? That the specific, definite, corresponding cause always 100% of the time produces the same exact effect. It does not change. Now, already you see that it can be extremely useful to you as a spirit that is consciously aware of itself being human as it relates to abundance. Because if you can find out when you experience an experience of abundance or increase or wealth or a resource appearing in your life, if you can take a moment after rejoicing and being glad about it showing up and this happening and how wonderful the occurrence is, take a moment and examine the effect, because that's what it is. It's an effect. It produced a particular resource, a particular increase or wealth or abundance in your life. If you can trace it back to what is the specific thing that was done, said, thought. Yes, you hear that process? Thought, word, deed. That was thought, said, or done. That was the cause of this outcome. If I can trace it down, then I can duplicate it. Are you hearing what I'm saying? If you can trace it down, then all you have to do is duplicate what was done. Here is an example. Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give into your bosom. And with the same measure you meet, it shall be measured again unto you." But here is the cause and effect of it. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Giving is the cause. The effect is, and it shall be given unto you. So that if you trace down those times that people are giving to you, generous with you, whether it is with money or with some other tangible substance or with something intangible like peace or grace or joy or mercy, if you trace it down to its bare cause, you will find that it came as a result of giving. I gave it, and so now I am receiving it. There is a direct line and a correlation between the cause and the effect. Are you understanding what I'm saying? And understand that that will be maintained 100% of the time. It never changes. The law of cause and effect is constant, it is perpetual, and it is immutable. Let me say that again, that the law of cause and effect is constant, it is perpetual, and most importantly, it is immutable. It will never change. It will never be broken. It works 100% of the time. Every decision we make or every action we've taken have set in action events in the universe that it moves events in the universe, putting them in motion, creating a predictable and specific effect or an outcome that we are now experiencing. Every cause sets off a wave of energy which cannot be destroyed and is boundless. It sets off a wave of energy throughout the universe, which in turn creates a physical effect or a physical manifestation in the earth. So whatever you want to experience as effect, if you will trace down and apprehend what is the cause, then you can deliberately replicate the effect. Let me say it again. Whatever you want to experience as an effect, just trace down and apprehend, comprehend, understand, ascertain what is the cause of it, and then replicate that thought, word, or action, or a combination of all three, so that you can reproduce that effect. 100% of the time. Once you locate the cause, you simply have to duplicate it because the specific effect is tied to that specific cause. It will always follow it. The effect will always follow the cause. The effect will always follow the cause. Your thoughts are seeds of causation that cause an effect upon your perception and your perspective. That is a cause. Once it has left from being a cause, it becomes an effect, and the effect itself is a cause that causes your words now to be shaped by what you have perceived and what your perspective is. Your words then that are the effect of the cause of your perception now become the effect, because those words which are the effect now also morph and become a cause, because they now meet with the universe, causing a wave of activity and energy, a change, a shifting in the atmosphere, in the elements, in the particles that make up the universe, responding to the energy being released from your mouth. Now your words are the seeds of causation, causing an effect, a chain reaction in the universe. That chain reaction in nature, in the universe, is the effect, but now becomes a cause, because that chain reaction that was the effect now causes those molecules, particles, and things that are necessary to be pulled together and compressed into a density of light that now comes into manifestation in three-dimensional form. And now you are getting an effect from that cause. And that effect, the manifestation, now becomes a cause. Because now when you get the effect of it, it causes the reaction of rejoicing, gratitude, thanksgiving. Guess what? Thanksgiving is the effect, but then it becomes a cause. Because when you offer up thanksgiving and gratitude for the manifestation, it now becomes the seed of causation, causing more of what you are grateful for to be reproduced back to you. Are you understanding? And so now it has created a cycle that continues on. That gratitude and gratefulness also solidifies your thought. It solidifies now where you have moved from believing to knowing. I know now that this process works. And so now that effect of shifting your mind from believing to knowing becomes a cause. And the process starts all over again. Are you understanding? And it just continues on and on. For example, success in any field may be duplicated by simply studying those who have succeeded. I'm not talking about becoming a clone of theirs. I'm talking about studying their decision making, their habits, their beliefs, their values, their priorities, their behaviors, their actions. So the adage goes, what would Jesus do? People say that a lot of the time, can be applied universally to a subject of examination whose effect you wish to duplicate. So you can, if you're looking at, let's say, Bill Gates, what would Bill Gates do? Or Oprah Winfrey, what would Oprah Winfrey do? Or what would a Elon Musk do? Or what would a Jeff Bezos do? Are you understanding what I'm saying? I'm not saying becoming a clone of them. I'm saying you examine how they go about their process, because if they were able to achieve that level of abundance in their life, then you can achieve the same level in your life if you follow the same process and pattern, because it is all a matter of cause and effect. If you can find the cause, you just replicate it and you will get the duplicate effect. Are you understanding what I'm saying? There are no accidents. There are no coincidences. There is no luck, if you will, or happenstance. No, the law of cause and effect says that success in every area is not built upon luck, but success is not determined externally, but success is determined and created internally. The law goes on to say that everything happens for a reason. Listen to me, that the law of cause and effect also says to us that everything that happens for a reason. Nothing just happens. Let me say that again. Nothing just happens. Not by chance, not by luck. Nothing happens just to happen. If it is happening, there is a specific and definite and corresponding cause for whatever is taking place. Think about the implication of that in your life. That everything that is happening in your life, if you take the time to examine it, nothing just happened. Everything has a root cause. Everything has a specific, definite, corresponding cause. Nothing is just happening by chance, by fate. Are you understanding me? Cause and effect. Okay? Your present life is the effect of the cause you created yesterday. Remember that we are divine beings, omni-active, always creating. Your present life, your present experience is the effect, the inevitable effect of the cause that you created yesterday. So whatever has been the effect in this life, now go through and examine your day to day and the things that you enjoyed, that brought you joy, that brought you peace, that brought you abundance, that brought you prosperity. And then look back on what decisions and choices and actions you took that caused this specific outcome, and then just repeat it. And likewise, on the other side, those things that are taking place that are adversarial, that are antithetical to what it is that you really desire, that have caused you discomfort, disquietudeness, frustration, anxiety, or pain. Trace them down to their specific cause. Because when you find the cause, if you can eliminate the cause, you eliminate the effect. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Or if you transmute the cause, that is, change it so that it now produces a different effect, so you get a different outcome. 2 + 2 will always be 4. If you want a different outcome, you have to change the equation. Did you catch what I just said? 2 + 2 will always equal 4. If you want a different outcome, you have to simply change the equation. By making a change in the equation, you get a different outcome. That is how the law of cause and effect works. And I've been on for 28 minutes. In these last 2 minutes, I want to say to you that we'll be back on tomorrow night with our next law, that is a key to abundance, if you want to make sure that you don't miss not one single night of these 30 for 6, then use the information on your screen. Text the word emerge to 833-444-0163. Do it right now, and you will be signed up for my free text notification, and you will receive a notification right before we get ready to go on the air so that you will not miss one moment of the teaching. I'm encouraging those of you who are watching and being empowered by this to sow a seed. Let it be your seed of causation that begins your journey toward abundance. Go ahead and sow a seed into this movement. You can use any of these means that you see on the screen right now, and whatever you sow will be greatly appreciated. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night as we have another 30 for 6 encounter. Until then, have a wonderful night and make tomorrow the best day ever.
Thank you for tuning in, and be sure to catch us every Sunday at 7 p.m. for empowerment,
That we are a unique expression,
every Thursday at 7 p.m. for momentum,
the creation of God and the God who created him.
Once again, be sure to follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll see you next time.